Did you know that an apple a day can keep anyone away? If you throw it hard enough? Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Julie and I hated the design for the new Snow White action dress so much that I decided to try and make a better one. First, the foundation. A good understructure is very important to achieve that classical fairy tale-like silhouette that I wanted. So I started with the corset. I bought a very cheap corset on Vinted, that's a thrifting app, and I swapped the cheap plastic boning that was inside for white steel boning.
I said you two need a bone.
Then I added my not so pretty looking hoop skirt to this. And as a last step, I also added a petticoat. A petticoat will help to make it look less structured and to create that dramatic silhouette that I'm going for. So I simply cut 5 full circle skirts and I sewn them together into one waistband.
Just whistle while you work.
Now for the first layer of the skirt, I'm going with a light gold color because I never really liked the yellow in the color scheme of Snow White. I always found it a bit out of place. And when I look at the original cartoon, I more have a gold vibe with this than a bright yellow, but that might just be the settings on my TV. So I found this golden curtain on Vinted, the same thrifting app, and I cut it into half a circle skirt that was 3 times too big for me. I'm not planning on gaining that much weight in this short time. I just cut it 3 times too big because this way I could gather it and that would give the skirt an extra dramatic effect, and I have a flair for the dramatic. The skirt was not yet dramatic enough for me, so I decided to add a train because let's be honest ladies, we all wanna run around in train dresses when we're doing random stuff like going to the grocery store, the coffee shop, or maybe gardening. So I used this lovely red lace to cut a big train, and I also added a golden lining to balance it out with the skirt. The skirt is done, cheers to that. I first made a pattern and I did that by copying a t-shirt. Then I took the top from my Cinderella remake and used that to make a bodice with a deep neckline but no cleavage. I cut this pattern into 8 pieces and then I used these pieces to create my first mock-up. I liked the mock-up. There were a few things that I wanted to adjust, so I adjusted them and then I used these adjustments on the pattern. And now I have a pattern for the bodice that I liked. I chose this silver velvet fabric for the lining, but I wanted to turn it blue. Fortunately, I don't have magical power, so I had to use bleach and dye to do that. I dyed it sapphire blue. I hope that I pronounced that right. If I don't, please let me know in the comments how I should pronounce it correctly the next time. And I used this freshly dyed velvet to create a beautiful lining piece for the bodice. I wanted to add some lace to the bodice and I had some red lace left over from making the train for the skirt. So I decided to turn that blue. Still no magical power, so I had to bleach it and then dye it the same sapphire blue. Then I used this lace to cover the bodice. And I also added some eyelets for a closing system.
Just whistle while you work.
Now for my favorite part of this Snow White remake, although it is a close second with the train, the sleeves. I wanted my Snow White remake to have these typical puffy sleeves, and I wanted to make them out of the same blue lace as the bodice, but I wanted them to have something movie iconic, so I decided to add an apple, and I just love the way they turned out. They're so cute. For the last piece of the remake, I wanted the typical white color and I wanted it to stand up. So I made it with craft wire. I also used some tape to protect the fabric. I wanted to use the same white lace as I used for the cute little apples on the sleeves, but this lace is see-through, so I decided to give it a golden lining, as this will be quite similar to the skirt and will hopefully create some balance into the final design. Now for the photo shoot. I ordered a wig because I wanted my photo shoot to be accurate, you know. Snow White has red lips and black hair, and I don't, I'm blonde. But the wig that I ordered looked ridiculous. And my friend was already here for the photo shoot, so we decided to make Snow White blonde. I know, very disappointing. If you want to be mad at me for that, you have my permission. You can go off on me on the comments below. So we did the photo shoot at this lovely castle that is only 5 minutes drive from my home, and that was the end of the video. Please let me know if you think that my remake is better, equal or worse than the live action design. Also let me know if there was anything that you would have done differently or any sewing tips in general that you have for me. I love to learn from you. Thank you so much for watching. I'm not done making ball gowns yet. For my next project, I want to create a ball gown for Red Riding Hood, because I think after getting lost in the woods and being eaten by a wolf, you kind of deserve a ball gown, don't you? Okay, that was it. Thank you for watching. Bye!